Pont Neuf. Okay, it's Pont Neuf for my daughter Natasha. My daughter played her cornet under a Paris bridge, hiding away so no one could see her. But I was there to hear the poignancy of her notes, the blue notes of her life, blue marks on her cheeks, blue notes resonating as rain battered the river so that even the fish swam away. It was in May, I think it was May, when she ran away. Her boyfriend was aggressive, though he could play like the devil. The notes he emitted from his saxophone were delightful, but then the devil has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. The river is behaving badly. Maybe it will flood. Mud will silt the banks, a flood of no resistance, as we hear strains of a cornet across its reaches. Why does the colour of blue continually cross my mind? Someone is playing like an angel, no harp, but essentially creating harmony between her lips, the healing power bestowed on her from above, the friendly tourist crowd, applause resonating, making the gargoyles quiver. They loved it. I said, they loved it. No, that wasn't for me, she replied. That was quite a personal poem, actually. But okay. We just get another one. That thing won't work. What's wrong with it? Oh, here we are. Okay, this one's called Sweet Water. Pushkar has sweet water, but not for the roses. Yet bottles of rose water appear on the market. Sacred roses stolen by beauty's father from the beast. And why is it wrong to grow roses by the sacred lake? Because the Brahmins say so. Those men of prayer who bask in Shiva's sunshine want to keep all sacred in a place where no one drinks alcohol or eats meat. Go to a milk bar for your treat, but don't grow roses. This is a place of prayer, a place of contemplation. In Shiva's garden, an old tortoise sits in its own temple, perfectly safe from the marauding tourists who smoke hashish in the dark of their rooms at risk of 10 years in a Rajasthani prison. Me, I'm happy just to drink sweet water as it gushes from the ground. I cup it in my hands and drink the liquid coming from a sacred place. Observe the white doves flying over the lake. No bottled roses here. A fat old peacock winking on the temple as it peruses Gandhi's ashes still floating in the mind's eye. Perfect peace apart from Hari Ram through the night, sung by an old guru painted blue. His water is carried up in pails, but they're saving for a pipeline. You should be here for the mango, said our houseboy, and licked his lips as he hung his wet clothes on a tree. He smiled, anticipating juice running down his chin. Last night it rained. And watching those peacocks, I know what a rain dance is. A shower of blue diamonds cascading down, 1,000 eyes of tears and lust. And I've got one more, if you've got time. I've got one more, if you've got time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. This is my peace poem, which I wrote today for you because it's a peace theme. So, peace. Peace is not always as it appears to be, the end to aggression, yet living under tyranny. The corpse that's laid out but cannot cannot RIP. It returns to haunt the dead like Marley's ghost. How can peace be restored after a bloody war? Whole populations torn apart, and for what? With the yin comes the yang, the dark side of the moon, the deep dark web fascinating with its evil grip. Memories can be peaceful after death, death after fighting for our right to be. A baby fights to be born, human or otherwise. After birth is as it will contain the nourishment of life. Peace is the end of a song which has to be sung. Life has to be wrung out and pegged on a line. to dry. That's me done. Yeah, Robert. Hope you can get yours. There you go.
The Chinese planet exploded in supernova. A beggar woman saw the first rays of the sun crossing the river Amoy, an ethereal light, bright as a lantern in the prow of the boat. The shantung sails of the craft adrift, shadowing Venus in a silhouetted hourglass. The sand falling from Gemini, refracted light, half-lives atomized in the setting moon rays, stretching across rice fields to infinity, desert hills glimmering from a mountain pass. The beggar woman held a jewel in her hand, Mars' pivotal axis spinning within her palm, a filigree of dawn light on the river, mist as bright as the landscape on another planet.
That's nice. It's great.
River of light, fathoming our Pliocene brains, cognizant of 3 dimensions, the flooded plains midstream, prehistoric creatures orbiting the atomized archaeological frozen ocean wavelengths, Atlantis in nuclear winter, satellites beyond the planisphere, tracking the numerical cosmology, algorithmic existence, solar wind, a storm of helium, argon, phlogiston, inert gas giants, ink light on the river, Alpha to Omega, written by a theologian. Thank you very much.
Just say that Robert's just had 5 poems accepted for a magazine. 5. 2 days